leader of the Swagsters. I'm here with two OGs. Guys have been in the league for a long time. We got Rue, manager of the Michigan Gators, and the runner of the Primo Pussies, Parker Mitchell. Guys, how you doing?
Well,
Fantastic.
I'm glad to be here. I'm ready to put some teams in some tiers. So
Yeah, so
um
today we're doing a little bit of a tier list. It's been a while since that was a thing in the mainstream media, but I wanted to get a little tier list going. First of all, how are the Primo Pussies feeling this year? It's not been a fun year. Parker, how are you guys doing?
I'll say it very bluntly, the Primos are a disaster. Honestly, it all started when our GOAT went down, AR-15. He was the future of the Primos. It was always in his hands the whole year. It was going to be, we were ride or die with him. 6th round pick, you got to perform. You can't get hurt. He went down, and so did the Primo season. And then we got rid of Stephon Diggs. CD Lamb, though, has kind of stepped up a little bit, carrying the Primos, but we need money to pick it up. But needless to say, the Primos are going to need a miraculous run to do anything in this league.
CD Lamb has been electric.
Yep.
It's going to be disheartening losing with him being electric.
Yep. Also, just acquired Kyler Murray as well. Gonna need to see a
man,
little more spark out of him. What'd you say?
what?
Hey, we had to get Najee off the team. Najee was a cancer. He clearly didn't want to perform for us. We needed him out of the locker room, so we're good.
No,
That's
it's
fair.
fair.
That's fair. We're the Michigan Gators. Been fucking electric.
Yeah, here's the thing.
You run me through what you guys are thinking right now.
We're just gonna continue to be under the radar of the league because constantly um, you know, we've been taking notes. We saw what happened last stream. Not a whole lot of mention of the Michigan Gators. We're gonna punch you in the mouth and we're gonna let you know about it. That's how we are. If we need 140 points, we're gonna get 142. If we need to get 180, we're gonna get 183. And I'll
No,
tell you one thing: Josh Allen will go through a fucking wall if he needs to. Sometimes he might throw 3 picks, but he's gonna get the job done. And that's where we're at. Every week it's someone else stepping up. 2 weeks ago, Josh Jacobs. Last week, Devin Singletary. Picked up Noah Brown. You know,
That
at
was a
the
good
end of the
pickup.
day, I don't think we're a team people want to see.
one thing I noticed from this week is, obviously the Michigan Gators are sitting fifth in the fantasy standings as they currently stand. Vegas had you at 4. What were the team's
Yeah,
thoughts when they saw that?
yeah. My first thought was bet, as the words of Blake Corum, J.J. McCarthy, Tom Brady, Charles Woodson, Desmond Howard, and Jim
Sounds like
Harbaugh.
There's
So
some winners right there.
yeah, so
Gators, Desmond. I mean, those are a bunch of goats to me.
so
I like it.
BET.
I like it.
Love it.
Um, so we're just gonna jump right into the tier list here.
All right, let me cook.
Oh god damn it!
Got mine written up.
Oh, I have. Uh, should we
You guys,
do? Are we gonna do them together, P? Or are we gonna do 2 separate tiers?
Um,
Because I have a
good
separate one here,
point.
but if we want to work together, we kind of can too. I
I
can
went off.
jump.
I went off the tiers that Kyle sent, so I have my list based off of those tiers. I tried to do it as even as possible, but there's some teams I feel strongly about, so I put them in where they need to be.
Okay, that's fair.
So yeah, I'm cool with collaborating though. Whatever we want to do, I'm
What
down.
does the commission want?
honestly, you guys, I'll let you guys run the show on ranking them. I'm just gonna be a mediator here and kind of put in my thoughts.
All right, so let's go. Let's go with the. Let's do the first one, blazing. Give me your guys who you got for blazing. Who's gonna be eating some blazing wings?
My blazing teams. First off, no surprise, guacamole penises. I mean,
that's a no question.
it's just the easiest pick ever. I mean, you want to talk about a absolute shit show of a team and manager. It's all right there. I would be very surprised. I mean, I got a couple other teams that are in the wing category, but by couple I mean one, so not a couple. But no, I got guacamole and I got bye week in there.
I will say that. Oh, bye week.
Really?
Yep.
Okay,
You know,
explain that because that's
I look
not what I have.
I look at that team. I mean, you guys look at this team at all recently? I mean, JJ's obviously not playing. I like Goff, no doubt. His wide receiver one right now is Terry McLaurin, and Jalen Guyton is his two. I mean, I guess Olave's on there too. He's on bye week, but I don't know. I look at that team. His RBs are super weak. He's got two Colts running backs that pretty much start every week, and I just don't see that working. Although I guess I did lose to two Falcons running backs in the championship, but
Hey,
I don't know. I don't have much faith in bye week. Fuck. Okay, that was Siri.
oh, there we go. Nice.
Love
Yes.
it.
Okay.
Those are my two. Those are my two wing
Who
teams.
do you
I
have
personally-
in wing chasing?
Oh, first of all, Con, easiest one. Con's been going through it. Pistons suck. Michigan State sucks. His fantasy team is fucking horrible. We'll leave it at that because, yeah. But the other one is Trevor. Trevor, I think, has of all the people who've disrespected the wings, myself included, I don't think anyone took it as far as Trevor. And I think the wings hurt him. The wings, like Bryce reminds us, very much finds a way to get back at those who disrespect it, And I think Trevor is going to be eating those wings. I really do. I think he finds a way to somehow be worse than Connie. I truly believe that. He has Justin Fields coming back. Justin Mid not going to be good against the Lions. So I don't think I think it starts this week. His path to the worst team. Damn, that's crazy.
Yeah, Rue. I was just looking at my notes and I noticed something super small I had written on there, and it was Spike. It's just such a small little team. I forgot to mention them for the
Oh,
wing
that's a good
chasing.
point.
So
No, that's
sorry I missed that one, but he was on my notes for the wings. I just couldn't see it.
Yeah, he is easy to miss. He hasn't.
Yeah.
He has nothing. He has no rings, so it's not really.
Well, he's got runner up rings as do I, but
Those are
yeah.
kind of dull though.
Yeah.
They
They're tough to
don't
see.
get to
As someone
glare.
who has them, they're tough to see. I know.
Right.
It is tough to see. As you guys can see, I added a category here. I think Khan does deserve a little bit of a category. I don't think the current tier list was allowing him to do so. So we got MSU fan on the bottom, but I do agree Spike's redemption or lack thereof, along with bye week, should be in the wing chasing category. I think that is the one exception to the rule of having two in a tier because these three teams stink.
Yep. I agree.
All right. Mid now fun. I have personally 3 teams in here, but we already have Liam down in the wing chasing. I just don't think he's a very fun team. Personally, I think he's very boring. I compare him to like Iowa football. So
Great comparison.
and whenever your team is compared to Iowa football, I feel like not good. I also have Chris smoking herb. I just don't see a whole lot of okay. You know what I mean?
Yep.
I don't see a whole lot of okays in the chat like we used to. Definitely not fun. And then I have Neil here for mid because
as well.
Bro just gave up.
Bro did
Bro is quite literally not fun. I used to very much look forward to his weekly pictures and name changes, and he has simply given up. He's certainly not as good as he once was.
That's a fact. I also have him in that category. I had Chris in there as well. I mean, I love Chris, but I think Chris puts together every year a solid team, but they're always the least fun team in the league because Chris doesn't do any changes. I heard him say at dinner once he's scared to do trades because he doesn't want to get fucked. So, I mean, that's just not fun. So, I think he very much fits that category. Love you, Chris, but I don't know, man. Let's have a little fun in the league.
I want to see some OKs.
I want to see OKs too. I love seeing the OKs. I have the primos in this category. Maybe I'm a little biased just because our performance recently. I think we started off hot, but I don't know. I look at my team. We have like CD Lamb is exciting. He's our only exciting player. I am looking forward to seeing Monty. I think we can jump up a category later in the year, but right now I think we're mid, not fun. We could be fun, but we're just not fun right now. But yeah, that's who I have in there, and I had Neil as well, just because, like you said, he gave up.
100%.
We can. I mean, the board is fluid. We can change the board whenever. But honestly, when I was piecing this board together myself, I was also thinking that these three teams are just mid, not fun. One comment I did want to make on Chris's team. He's a guy that I would root for year over year. That if I don't win it, I want Chris to win it, just because he's always right there. He's a thorn in your side. He was never going away, and it feels like this is the year he's kind of going away a little bit. We do want some OKs in the chat. Ultimately, I think he's at his best when he does, frankly.
Yeah.
I actually need to add a tier here. I have mid and unhinged / Kirk Cousins / Jamid, and that would be the Parker Primos. You could see it.
Wow.
You can see it in his initial little talking point in the beginning. But like, I think bro is unhinged right now, and until I see some stability right now, I think Parker belongs in that category. Okay, because Parker's certainly fun in my opinion.
Yeah.
So I'm very much entertained by Parker, but I do not think he's necessarily fun. I don't think he's not fun, so he's unhinged.
I like that. I mean, I don't like it, but I get what you're saying. I think one thing the Primos are underrated this year is our fantasy defense is pretty solid, which is something we're not used to for the pussies. But we aren't putting up points, so that's another thing. But yeah, we are very much Jamid unhinged. I agree. Maybe we look at this later in the year and adjust it, but right now, I agree.
I mean, Price, you're sitting 4th or 5th best fantasy defense in the league. I do love a team with some good fantasy defense, so I appreciate us taking a turn there.
Yeah, which is big turn for the pussies.
I agree. Mid but fun.
Mid but fun. You want to go first, or you want me to go?
Yeah, sure. First I'm gonna go with Joey. I think he's very fun. The Jinxes are fun. It's been a hot button topic. I think it's scumbaggery at its finest, but I think it's fun. And I also think he is very mid. Okay?
Yes.
So that's why I have mid but fun. And then the other one I have is the Michigan Gators. You know, we're going to continue to fly under the radar. I think we're a fun team. I don't know if people like us or not, so we're kind of mid but fun. So I think that's why me and Joey both fit.
Yeah, I agree. I literally had the same too. Joey's been fun, but this year he stepped it up to a new level. I mean, the memes, I can't imagine how much time is this guy putting in his memes each week. He's absolutely killing him. I think his team is very mid, like Bruce said, and I think the Primos could come out of this division if we start, playing better. But back to Joey though, I think he's got a fun team though. I mean, Travis Etienne, I wanted him on the pussy so bad, and so I got stuck with fucking Najee. But I think Etienne is electric. It was a great pick by Joey. Just a fun team. And then the Gators. Gators are fun. Josh Allen, as much as he throws picks, he's fun. He literally can win you games, and he will do just enough to do that every week, is what it seems like for the Gators. And then Jim Mid's picking it up a little bit, but I like the Gators.
And George
Gators,
Midkins.
George Midkins. He's
officially on the bench.
Is he officially on the bench?
But he's fun.
Noah Brown's been killing it too. I think he's good. I mean, Is Smith and Jigba's in the lineup now too?
Hey, we're mid. We're mid.
Gators are mid, but I like cheering for the Gators.
I'll go ahead and point out the obvious here. For one, I guess when I was making my board in my head, I had the Michigan Gators at spike contender, and I actually had the Tony Swift Frederick at mid but fun. That division right now. I mean, you guys are about to talk about Tony, I'm sure.
Yeah.
Parker, with the way that we talked about Parker and the way that I assume you guys are about to talk about Tony, they're both 5-5.
Yeah.
That division is wide open right now. I think that's going to be a fun division to look at going forward.
Yeah, and I feel like when you don't have something in me just thinks Tony is gonna like pull away. Just looking at I was doing a little matchup, looking down the line, futures. Okay, and if I had some future money, I would sprinkle it on Tony to make it to the championship game. Okay. Just previewing, looking at the matchups, looking at the bye week. So that's why I put him in spike contender, as well as I also had the Blazing Wings. Okay. Now here's my thing about Bryce and the Wings. It's like, yes, he's been the full supporter of Blazing Wings and how they can melt steel beams, but I feel like it's like dancing with the devil a little bit. Sometimes you're just flying too close to the sun, flirting with the wings too much. Okay, won't find yourself in that championship game. That's just where I see it coming. So that's where I have for spike contenders right there.
Yeah, I had Tony in there for the spike contender. I think he's very much ride or die in that Mahomes Kelsey duo, which he did last year, and obviously it worked out for him. But I don't think that Chiefs offense is not the same as it was last year. I don't think they're gonna carry him all the way home like it did before. And obviously, I very much think that the Primos can come out of this division, depending on how we play. But I don't know. I just don't think Tony's got it. But I also have the Swagsters in here.
Good pick, I gotta say.
Which, yeah, I'm sure is a little jinx right there from Kyle. I'm sure you don't think the Swagsters can win it all.
Here's my thing about my team is I look at my team. I think we have a full team. When you look at the points that are put up on a week-to-week basis, we're not there. Our fantasy defense is unreal. Might be the best in my career as an owner in this league. But the reality is, I'm 8-2. I'm cruising right now. So I wouldn't have put myself in the spike contender, but god damn it, like you're making betting odds for a spike winner. I should be sitting right there.
Yeah.
I can see this team falling apart real quick.
But you know what? My thing is, I got you in ring chasers because it's like sometimes you got to just find ways to win. You don't got to apologize to nobody. And you're just, I feel like going into every game, I'm like, damn, I'm going to catch up, get up a game, get close to it. Then I don't. So, like, you just find ways to win. And I think at the end of the day, that's all that matters. So, like, you throw all the stats and all the bullshit out the door, you're finding ways to win.
That's what we're trying to do. Obviously, it's the first discrepancy that either of you have had on the board. Where are you guys wanting to sort that?
I'm cool with spike contender. That's fine.
Yeah. You also need T. Higgins to start playing football.
Also, anytime I can downgrade a division opponent, that's certainly fine with me.
So that means you guys only have one team collectively ring chasing.
100%. And I think we all know why.
Yeah.
It feels a lot Team of Destiny.
Yeah.
Feels a lot like Team of Destiny. I could picture, Uncle Roo showing up to the hospital and it's Spencer holding his baby girl with the trophy in the other arm. I can see it so clearly. It'd be a shame if someone came and messed that up. especially in the family. But that's just what I see.
Yeah, I agree. I think Spencer's got the best roster in our league, no doubt. I mean, anytime you got McCaffrey, I mean, Keenan Allen has been unbelievable this year too. Um, Dak Prescott's been going nuts recently. If he can play the way he is right now, like it's going to be tough, I think, for anyone to match up with Spencer. But I had two teams for my ring chasers. I had Spencer and I had Bryce, the Blazing Wings. So I think Bryce's team is super solid too. Bryce does this every year. He's probably the most consistent manager I feel like in our league when it just comes to putting solid playoff teams together. I mean, the fact that what did Terry Hill get drafted? What pick was he? I felt like he went super late.
He was pick 8.
Yeah, I mean, getting Tyreek Hill at 8, great pick. Can't believe that we let him go that far, but yeah, I think Bryce is phenomenal. Joe Burrow's turning it around. I think we could very much see a bad influences Blazing Wings Super Bowl.
I completely agree. And Rue kind of touched on it a little bit with the Team of Destiny, but the story is lined up for Spencer here. I mean,
It is.
like hit on the way. His 1 year anniversary just got done. It was his first draft as a married man.
Yeah.
I mean, and his team reminds me of the team that he won a ring with a couple years ago. He's got a star, and he's got a bunch of guys that were overlooked in the draft. His team looks good. And then obviously the biggest storyline of the last influence is, I mean, Hollywood can't write that.
Yeah. Yeah.
Absolutely.
Stage is
I will
absolutely set.
I'll leave you guys with this though. If we're just going to be going back down memory lane, you guys look at that 2017 roster for the Michigan Gators. Ain't no superstars walking through that door. They just found ways, and they just won by 5. So that's all I got to say. Keep us under your radars, though, fellas.
Gators, man.
I
Gators
know
are fun to root for.
Keep us under their radars.
I think the only one under the radar that has the Gators under the radar are the Gators. Which is the most consistent thing every year too. So the Gators are not under the Primo's radar. I'm just gonna put that on record, but good luck.
Good luck, Primos. I hope to see some more stability out of that so that we can get out of Jamid and Unhinged.
We absolutely need it. We're gonna be setting the guys up to
Well,
get
at
us
least
out of that
Kyler's a
category.
very stable human being, so that helps.
Yeah, right. I mean, I'm just hoping he doesn't like the new Call of Duty, which is kind of ass. So he's not spending too much time on the game. So I already know because the game's trash. So I feel like he's going to be doing a lot more film this year. So I'm excited to have Kyler on the squad. Hopefully,
that is fine.
Hopefully he can bring us out of the Jamid category.
Well, all right, fellas. I appreciate you guys hopping on the call with me, building out this tier list. You guys watching, comment down below. Where did they get right? Where did they get wrong? Actually, don't comment on below. This is going to be on YouTube. Text it. We don't need public comments. Yeah.
Chat.
Appreciate you guys. Love you guys. Swagsters out.
Love you, boys.